Download our app in iTunes and the Google Play Store.
What's the hidden truth or mysteries behind the supernatural? Do angels really exist today? Is healings and miracles real? Can I hear the voice of God? What's their inspirations and challenges in ministry? Can my eyes be open to see beyond the natural? Can I operate in the gifts of the Holy Spirit? Can my dreams contain messages from God? My Journey is your one-stop destination to the supernatural on Starr Radio UK. Join your host, Captain Tete, this and every Saturday from 4 p.m. on My Journey, your one-stop destination to the supernatural.
You can't always be in control of what happens on the road, but you can control the tires you ride on. Thanks to Champon Tires, in testing condition, you are guaranteed of traction and grip, be it new or partly worn tire. Champon Tires are the largest import and exporters of tires in the UK. Locate us all over the UK. For Wakefield, contact us on 01924 262 043. Selby, Rotherham, Hull, and Birmingham, contact us on 01709 380-615, or you can visit us at www.champontires.co.uk. Champon Tires, safe when new, safe when partly worn.
Hello, good people. I'm back again, and this time it's about Mama's Choice Fufu Mix. It comes in 2 flavors and it contains essential minerals and vitamins. It's gluten-free. You can grab one from the nearest Afro-Caribbean shop or the corner shop next to you. Insist it's Mama's Choice. It's certified by both the US and the UK Food Standard Boards. Grab one for yourself today. Mama's Choice. Ubedi sa Charlie.
Charlie, Kobe, me try cash no. The way me hune man me suspect some Benjamin at all. Me pacho send you ntem why na I was na kiko te draw pharmacy obrem sisi a. Won saka we pe from why. Na we dey Charlie ya wapa o.
Kwabrani, if I join your message.
Oh, Kobe, me go so try call no. Charlie, my yes rough from back why.
Hey Joe, me send messages no why. Nyabu trema me, no pressure. Me chat to direct amount here. So mobile money.
MoneyGram to mobile money. Anio, MoneyGram to mobile money. Say you to me do MoneyGram. Oh, mobile money wallet to more Ghana ha. ZPay and a tire tree. MoneyGram, bringing you closer. Service way. We be now MoneyGram agent biao.
Hi there, this is CJ Buckman, your life coach. And whenever I'm in London, I listen to Starr Radio UK right here. But guess what? You can listen to wherever you are.
And you're listening to Starr Radio UK.
Broadcasting worldwide, online 24/7.
All around the world. In your car.
At work.
At home.
On your smartphone.
This is Starr Radio UK.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Smile, though your heart is aching. Smile, even though it's breaking. When there are clouds in the sky, you get by. If you smile through your fear and sorrow, smile and maybe tomorrow you find that life is still worthwhile. If you just smile. Hey, this is Archie, and you are listening to Starr Radio UK and the Morning Show.
Welcome.
In your car.
At work.
At home.
On your smartphone.
morning and welcome to Starr Radio UK, your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. Of course, it is Monday, the 15th day of April 2019. Time now, 10:35. And you got nothing else than Starr Radio UK. Bringing you once again the morning show. It's me. Archie on Starr Radio UK. Nobody does it better. So let me take some advantage to say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good dawn to you wherever you might be on planet Earth. Of course, those of you on other planets as well, I say massive, massive hello to you. To the Reverend himself, Michael Esiama, wherever you are, massive good morning to you. To Captain Felix Tetter as well, massive, massive good morning to you, all of my Jennifer. As a matter of fact, let me say good morning to my colleague and co-presenter, Mr. Frank Davis, to Mr. Olayomi Koiki. To HRH, Linda PALLIEN, all the way in Cyprus, I say massive good morning to you. She'll be joining us exactly at 12:45 with a Career 101 program. But let me say good morning to my lovely wife, Lottie, wherever you are. Hope you are keeping yourself warm, right? To my person itself, brother HB, wherever you are, good morning to you. To Auntie Mary, Mrs. Mary Bruce, Mom, good morning to you. To all Bible Life Family Ministry members. To all BLFM members in MK. Pastor Joseph Ado, Pastor Mrs. Salome Ado, Mr. Maxwell Nyamedi, and all the family there, we say massive good morning to you. And let me say good morning to the Kantash, yeah, and the girls. Yeah, good morning. I hope you are doing very, very well. Nanayao, I hope you're also doing good. Mr. Dan Chabiri, good morning to you and the girls. Honorable Kojodake, good morning to you and the girls as well. So this and a lot more coming your way this morning on Starr Radio UK. The daily quote, the daily, yes, quote, and then we go on to the weather forecast, the travel updates. I'll move on to bring you some lovely music, updates from Nigeria, and all the news that will be following soon. Like I said earlier, on 12:45 exactly, we move all the way to Cyprus, where we'll be having an encounter with our only HRH, Linda PALLIEN. And let me say good morning to Mr. Dave West, wherever you are, Maestro. He'll be coming your way this evening exactly at 10 o'clock to 4 a.m. bringing you no other program but the best in it. That is the Conscious Reggae Time. That'll be preceded by Tony Williams with his Mindset program, and also preceded by On Point with Regina Abban and Lady C. So all in all, good morning and welcome to the program. I'm saying morning to Felix all the way in Aberdeen. Mr. Kofi Ali, good morning to you. My executive producer, Malik, morning. To my producer, Oba Francis, good morning. But I hope you've all had a very nice weekend. This is going to be the Easter week, where we remember the death of our Savior, Jesus Christ. Most of you believe in that, yes. Okay, so I believe in it. So it's the time that we sit and reflect. But wherever you are, welcome to the program, welcome to the program. Mr. Coffee Bean, good morning to you and the family as well. But if you're watching me live on Facebook, share the page with your friends and loved ones and invite them to like our pages. Starr Radio UK. the quote for the day. It says was. Now keep yourself till your season shows up, because premature exposure can be deadly at times. It says keep yourself till your season shows up, because premature exposure can be deadly at times. Well, that is a good quote there, you know. I hope that whatever plans that we have, we are able to keep it, okay, until it metamorphoses into what it's supposed to be. And at the right time, expose it, and I can tell you that, wow, people will be astonished. But when there is premature exposure, my goodness, at times, it becomes deadly. Quote for the day. That's a good morning to Reverend Dr. Francis Okonunu, Mama Eugenia Nunu, all of Revival City Chapel. Morning to you all. Reverend Samuel Lamte, Lady Francis Lamte, I salute you. Time now is 10:41. Starr Radio UK, the station. But I'll be taking you up to bring you the weather forecast. But I say this tune, and then I bring you the weather forecast wherever you are. That is from Edith Morrison saying, "What makes you great? Enjoy, and I'll be with you."
Love for you runs deep. All of you makes my heart beat. You make the doubt they fade, Jesus, and that's what makes you great. You hold the world in your hand.
Okay, so Starr Radio UK is the station. What makes you great in the background? What better can I bring you than the weather forecast? Now on the weather front this morning, it will be a dry and fine day with spells of sunshine. The sunshine will be hazy at times, especially later today, feeling milder despite it being a breezier day. And then tonight it will remain dry this evening and overnight with clear spells, but there will be more in the way of cloud pushing in during the early hours. The wind swollen light overnight. Total temperature is going to be 14 degrees, otherwise 8 degrees. Now pollen level is going to be medium, UV level medium, pollution is going to be low. Sunset 1957. Ghana's Independence Day. There is sunrise for tomorrow morning, 0606 hours. The 1957 is 19 hours and 57 minutes. All right. So that brings us to the end of the weather forecast for you. Now keep yourself safe wherever you are. This is for London and the southeast of England.
You make a dog fade.
Edith Morrison, what makes you great? Okay, now we take a commercial break, and once we come back, I'll bring you the travel update. Stay tuned and don't touch the dial. Starr in the UK is the station. You can't always be in control of what happens on the road, but you can control the tires you ride on. Thanks to Champon Tires, in testing condition, you are guaranteed of traction and grip, be it new or partly worn tire. Champon Tires are the largest import and exporters of tires in the UK. Locate us all over the UK. For Wakefield, contact us on 01924 262 043. Selby, Rotherham, Hull, and Birmingham, contact us on 01709 380-615, or you can visit us at www.champontires.co.uk. Champon Tires, safe when new, safe when partly worn.
Check it out. Keep your eyes on the road.
Yes, keep your eyes on the roads, keep your eyes on the roads, and we keep you updated. I promise our bond. The Starr Radio UK travel update that comes your way every weekday from 10:45. That means it's 10:45 from the House of London. Now on the underground this morning, Jubilee line has got a problem. I will bring you details of it. That aside, Bakerloo Central, Circle, District, Hammersmith and City, Metropolitan, Northern, Piccadilly, Victoria, Waterloo and City lines are in good service. Now TFL Rail good service, DLR good service as well. So what is happening on the Jubilee, London Overground and the London Tram Link? Let me tell you. But keep your eyes on the road. Now, minor delays due to an earlier power supply problems. That is what is causing the minor delays on the Jubilee. And then on the London Overground, and to further notice, reduced weekday service between Gospel Oak and Bracken. A temporary timetable is in place with 4 car trains running every 30 minutes. Supplementary bus services will also run. But keep your eyes on the roads. Keep your eyes on the roads. Now, so what is happening on the London Tram Link as well? Let me tell you. Now, from the 15th, that was from Monday the 15th to Sunday the 21st of April, there will be no trams between Addiscombe and Bexbeck, Elmes End due to planned works. Replacement buses will operate between East Croydon and Beckbeck. So be warned. If you can avoid that, avoid that. Okay, so Starr Radio UK, the travel update coming your way every weekday from 10:45. Keep your eyes on the roads. Now, when it comes to the river bars this morning, RB1, RB1X, RB2, RB4, RB5, RB6, Thames River Services will literally in good service. Now, on the National Rail this morning, Great Northern Rail has got minor delays. London North Eastern Railway, minor delays. Southern, minor delays. Thames Link, minor delays as well. But you know what? Keep your eyes on the roads. Now, let's come to the major roads in London. On the major roads in London, A10 has got closures, A23 closures, A4 closures, A40 closures, A41 closures, Central London Red Routes closures, South Circular, A205 closures there as well. Well. That brings us to the end of the travel update for you today. Monday, the 15th day of April 2019. I said good morning to you. Enjoy your commute for today. But you know what? Keep your eyes on the road. You can't always be in control of what happens on the road, but you can control the tires you ride on. Thanks to Champon Tires, in testing condition, you are guaranteed of traction and grip, be it new or partly worn tire. Champon Tires are the largest import and exporters of tires in the UK. Locate us all over the UK. For Wakefield, contact us on 01924 262 043. Selby, Rotherham, Hull, and Birmingham, contact us on 01709 380-615, or you can visit us at www.champontires.co.uk. Champon Tires, safe when new, safe when partly worn.
Your name is a strong.
Okay, so enjoy Strong Tower from Nathaniel Bassey, and I'll be with you. May God be your strong tower in whatever thing that you're going through, where all hope is lost. He is a strong tower you lean on to or you hide in, and I can tell you, I can assuredly, you will be saved. God richly bless you, enjoy it, and I'll be with you. 10:49 the time.
Your name is a strong tower. Your name is a strong tower, Jesus. To you belong all power, Jesus. Whenever I call your name, you make a way. Your name is a strong tower.
the name of Jesus. Every knee must bow. When we pray in the name of Jesus, every knee must bow.
In your car,
at work,
at home,
on your smartphone,
online,
on mobile.
Every knee must bow.
The leading African.
When we pray in the name,
you are listening to Starr Radio Morning.
Every knee must bow. Hey, your name is a strong tower. Jesus, to you belong. To you belong. To you belong. Jesus, whenever I call you, whenever I call you, make a way. Your name is a strong tower. Jesus, your name is a strong tower.
On the name of Jesus, you will come and make a way. When we call on the name of Jesus, you will come and make a way. Your name is a way maker. Waymaker, I call your name. To you belong all power. Disappoint me. Make a way. Your name is a way maker. Jesus. Your name is a way maker. Your name is a way maker. Jesus. To you belong all power. Jesus. Whenever I call your name, you make a way. Your name is a way maker.
Strong tower from Nathaniel Bassey. Like I said earlier on, if you are in any challenge, if you're facing anything, he is a strong tower. The righteous run into it and they are saved.
Whenever I call you, whenever I call.
10:54 is the time from Starr Radio UK. The morning show, the program. If it is your first time listening to us, I want to say massive welcome to you. But let me take some opportunity to say good morning to Clarence Davis all the way in Monrovia, Liberia. Canvara Heavy in Minnesota, US of A. Dede Gifty in France.
You make a way. Your name is a strong tower.
That's right here in Ghana. Brown Kwame in the US of A. Mr. Davidson in the US of A as well.
You will come and
to Mr. Pallian all the way in Cyprus. Massive good morning to you.
We call on the name of Jesus. You will.
Let me say a special good morning to Mr. Mike DeLeon. Mike, I hope that you are doing very well.
Your name is a way maker.
Waymaker, I call your name.
To you belong all power.
Disappoint me.
Make a way. Your name is a way
Yes, we're a good too. Thanks for sharing as well. Good morning to you. I hope you're doing very well and the family as well. Afia brings you the Afia show every Friday from exactly 7 o'clock, 7 to 9. Afia comes your way with the Afia show. Wherever you are, good morning to you. Doing all the nice stuff for the Captain One himself.
Jesus in the raging storm. Jesus through the troubled water. Jesus, I know who to call your name. You make a way. Your name is a way maker. Jesus. Oh, call the name.
Say morning to Mrs. Elome Siama. Aha. Good morning.
Who you are, Jesus. You're my horn of power, Jesus. You're the great I am. Call your name. When I call your name, make a way. Your name is a way maker, Jesus. Oh, your name is a strong tower, Jesus. To you belong, to you belong, to you belong, Jesus. Whenever I call your name, you make a way. Your name is a strong tower, Jesus. Your name is a strong tower, Jesus. To you belong all.
If it's the first time that you're listening to us on the Star Radio UK Morning Show, it is the Morning Show is a news review and current affairs program, bringing all the news that is happening from across the globe. And exactly that's what we'll be doing this morning. Well, sandwiching it with some lovely music as well. But at a particular time, the lines are open for you to add your voice to the discussion that is going on. From archaeology to zoology, from Accra to Zanzibar, we touch on everything that is making the rounds there.
Whenever I call your name.
So, for your morning dose of what is happening, if you don't have the time to even have a look at the tabloids, well, I can recommend Star Radio UK for you.
Your name is a way maker.
Enlighten your day with Star Radio.
Your name is a strong tower, Jesus.
But if you're watching me live on Facebook, share the page with your friends and loved ones and invite them to like the page as well. If you're watching me live on YouTube, Periscope, Twitter, and all the other smart means of watching us, share the links with them. But I always admonish people to listen or watch us on our apps. We've got a dedicated app. The Star Radio UK app is a user-friendly one. My oh my, you will be mind blown if you just get on there. We've got a TV channel, we've got a podcast session, we've got all everything that you want. You're gonna get it there. It's 11 o'clock from the House of London, Star Radio UK, the station. Anthony Abbasi in the background.
Whenever I call your name.
Featuring Glenn Guazai.
Your name is a strong tower.
Strong tower.
Your name is a
Okay, we'll take a commercial break, and once we come back, I'll bring you the news that is happening from here first, a summary of it, and then we'll see. Miss Olaimi Koike is on a busy schedule at the moment, but we'll try to see if he'll be able to create a bit of time and get it in. You can't always be in control of what happens on the road, but you can control the tires you ride on. Thanks to Champon Tires, in testing condition, you are guaranteed of traction and grip, be it new or partly worn tire. Champon Tires are the largest import and exporters of tires in the UK. Locate us all over the UK. For Wakefield, contact us on 01924 262 043. Selby, Rotherham, Hull, and Birmingham, contact us on 01709 380 615. Or you can visit us at www.champontires.co.uk. Champon Tires. Safe when new, safe when partly worn.
Hello, good people. I'm back again, and this time it's about Mama's Choice Fufu Mix. It comes in 2 flavors, and it contains essential minerals and vitamins. It's gluten-free. You can grab one from the nearest Afro-Caribbean shop or the corner shop next to you. Insist it's Mama's Choice. It's certified by both the US and the UK Food Standard Boards. Grab one for yourself today. Mama's Choice. Baby sa Charlie.
Kwabrani, if I told you message.
Charlie, come me try cash no. The way me who man me suspect some Virginia at all. Me pacho send you in time when I was na kiko to draw pharmacy obrem sisia. We saka we from why? Na we dey Charlie ya wapa o.
Kwabrani, if I told you message.
Oh, come me go so try call no. Charlie, my yes rough from back why?
Hey Joe, me send come messages no why. Nyabu trema me, no pressure. Me chat to direct amount here. So mobile money.
MoneyGram to mobile money. And you, MoneyGram to mobile money. Say what me do MoneyGram. Oh, mobile money wallet more Ghana ha. ZPay and a tire tree. MoneyGram bringing you closer. Service way. We now MoneyGram agent biao.
I know. So improve but degree. Okay, what about but degree? No when you secret your fees. Exciting, huh? Yes. Say your first degree and now masters. UK abai betimi amal grant and now scholarship and a financial support. Now they are school about degree. Our courses be bremu. UK degree and a masters fully sponsored. Tie UK buying ebetimi amount up to £21,000 every year. Now what your school fees about degree. So how do you go about it? A simple cry. Gem Educational Consultants ever born with your application. Now also what me and your KB. Now what your degree. So British passport indefinite. And now EU passport 18 and now 55 years. When so what me and your KB. Now what your degree. Even for first degree, no. Apart from say we be up to £21,000, no. Abai betria wo school fees ni ade nyina ma wo. Any for 07904793019 or visit us at 51 Albany Road, Hornchurch, RM12 4RE. Email pastorjoeka@yahoo.com. Nesika nefetria wo fees. But degree.
All I can see sometimes.
Listen to Regina Abban and Lady Caroline every Monday from 5 to 6:30 p.m. on Point at Starr Radio UK, where we educate the youth and young adults on life issues.
Welcome back to the program. Starr Radio UK is the station, the morning show, the program. And time now is 4 minutes past 11. I'm going to do something that I normally don't do, but today I have to do it. And I'm going to do it. It's a special day for Reverend Emmanuel Chidi. Emmanuel Chidi, one of our sound followers, supporters. When it comes to the, oh my goodness, every program is there to support it. I mean, who can you get to be doing stuff like that for you? That is Pastor Emmanuel Chidi, who will be doing that. It was his birthday yesterday, because I wasn't on air live, so I couldn't wish him. But hey, let's say a happy belated to you, Pastor Emmanuel Chidi, wherever you are. But enjoy the song whilst we come to you. This is a special request for you from my producers. It says a strong tower for you. May God be your strong tower. in your next level of life, may He protect and may He provide for you, because we know that in the strong tower of God there is every provision there as well. God richly bless you. If you're celebrating your birthday today, happy birthday to you. To those of you who are celebrating your birthday over the weekend, I couldn't wish you all a happy birthday.
Your name is a strong tower, Jesus. To you belong all power, Jesus. Whenever I call your name, you always come and make a way. Your name is a strong tower, Jesus. Ooh, yeah. Your name is a strong tower, Jesus. To you belong all power, Jesus. Whenever I call your name, you make a way. Your name is a strong tower, Jesus. Your name is a strong tower, Jesus. To you belong all power, Jesus. Hey, whenever I call your name, you make a way. Your name is a strong tower, Jesus. When we pray in the name of Jesus, every knee must bow. When we pray in the name of Jesus, every knee must bow. When we pray in the name of Jesus, every knee must bow. When we pray in the name of Jesus, every knee must bow. Hey, your name is a strong tower, Jesus. To you belong, Jesus. Whenever I call you, make a way. Your name is a strong tower, Jesus. Hey, your name is a strong tower, Jesus. To you belong.
Okay, time now 9 minutes after 11. Let me put it that way. I was going to say 11:09, but 9 minutes past 11. Starr Radio UK, the station, the morning show, the program. And once again, happy belated to Reverend Emmanuel Chidi, Pastor Emmanuel Chidi, aka wherever you are. We hope that God is your strong tower, is your strong tower in the next level of phase of your life. May He open doors unto you, and may your head never lack oil. May your head never lack oil. Okay, now when it comes to some of the stories making the rounds in Nigeria, President Muhammadu Buhari would like to remind the parents of the school girls of government secondary school Chibok, Borno State, that he has still not forgotten their daughters who were kidnapped from their dormitory 5 years ago, that is April 14, 2014. Now, he promised the parents when he met them at the beginning of his first term as president, that he would bring their daughters. But the story continues to say, it says, he is aware that this promise he made is the main reason the people of Chibok voted overwhelmingly for him in February election. Although his government has so far succeeded in bringing back 107 of the girls, the president will not rest until the remaining are reunited with their family. Now, President Buhari assures the parent that his administration is still on the matter. Diverse efforts are being intensified to secure the release of the Chibok girls. Now, along with all hostages in Boko Haram captivity, including Lee Sharibu, who was kidnapped from her school, now Science Secondary School, the ARCHIE Yobe State on February 19, 2018. Only Sharibu's abduction, the interrogators have reported encouraging progress so far. The report reaching us says that her return to her family has unfortunately been hindered by the fear of the militants. They worry that that heavy military presence in the area where they previously moved about freely could affect their safety after they return her to the government. At the same time, the military cannot jeopardize the security of the entire northeastern region by halting their operation to accommodate Boko Haram's fear. Lee Sharibu will be reunited with her family as soon as the conclusions are reached on a number of options being considered for her safe transportation. The success of the Nigerian military in subduing Boko Haram is evidenced by the large numbers of militants who had surrendered recently, especially in neighboring Cameroon and Niger. Now, a similar mass surrender of militias is expected to happen soon in Nigeria. While Nigerian military operations are ongoing, the government is also engaging with the militants, but the talks have been affected by the factionalization of Boko Haram, with one group adopting a hardline attitude and intensifying attacks on Nigeria, Cameroon, and Chad, and another group engaging with the government for peaceful resolution. Now, President Buhari also uses the opportunity of the commemoration of the Chibok tragedy to commend the girls, now women, who have triumphed over it all. He sends special greetings to the 106 girls sponsored by the Nigerian government to continue their studies at the American University of Nigeria, Yola. He encourages them to stay focused on becoming women who will inspire girls in Nigeria and around the world to triumph over the daily battles they face in a world that is often unfair to the girl child. Now, President Buhari also extended his best wishes to Chibok girls in other Nigeria in schools in Nigeria and around the world. He sent special congratulations to Kawuna Yaga Bitrus, who has excelled beyond expectation in her college in Maine, USA, and who is soon to receive a special Against All Odds award from her school. Now, Gaba Shehu, Senior Special Assistant to the President, Media and Publicity, presented that statement that has come our way here in the studios of Starr Radio UK, and exactly that is what I've brought your way as well. But wherever you are, hey, stay tuned, don't touch the dial. It is the Starr Radio UK morning show. Share the page with your friends and loved ones. Share the links with your friends and loved ones. And tell someone to download our apps. It is for free, of course. Okay, now let's look at other stories making the rounds in Nigeria before we come to the main stories here. The 9th Assembly APC clears Lawan, others to consult PDP colleagues, and then Loretta Onochi attacks Atiku, reels out his alleged plans. Now, Nupeng Pengason, IMF advised to Nigeria government on removal of fuel subsidy is poisonous. Then officers involved in a Jengule shooting spree arrested, inspector declared wanted. Whew, that is a tough one. But Nyesom Wike inevitably bound to win, and the Zamfara killings, government Yari gives security chiefs new orders, no longer safe. Now bandits land, northern elders are saying. Now please kill 9 bandits on Abuja Kaduna Road, and then please arrest kidnappers of Channels TV reporter in Abuja. Those are some of the stories making the rounds in Nigeria today. Autopsy report exposes forces FRO Frank Mber's lies about how policemen killed NSCDC officer. Those are some of the stories making the rounds in Nigeria. But well, it is Starr Radio UK. 11:15 is the time, and the morning show is the program. But let me bring you one detail of the story from Nigeria, and then we bring that section of the program to an end. If you are lucky to have Mr. OLAYOMI Koiki, he will be joining us and will bring you more stories from Nigeria. But then, before then, stay tuned. Don't touch the dial. Welcome back to the program. Welcome back to the program. Starr Radio UK is the station. Now, All Progressive Congress, that's the APC National Assembly members on Sunday, got the nod to negotiate with the opposition in their bid for principal position in the ninth Assembly. Now, it is democratic to do so, the party said in a statement signed by National Publicity Secretary Lanre Issa Onilu, who stressed that the party has nothing against its members seeking cooperation with other legislators, as it is confident that they will not betray the party. There has been reports of Senate leader Ahmad Lawan, who has been adopted by Senate President, holding meetings with members of the opposition, but Issa Onilu said that Lawan was adopted by the party for the position in the first place because of its ability to carry everyone along, which is needed for such a position. He also said the party will announce its zoning arrangement for the National Assembly leadership in the coming days. The statement reads, "We are inundated with reports of our members in the National Assembly holding consultations with members of the opposition over the election of leaders in the 9th National Assembly. Let me state that our party has no objection to such consultation. It is a normal democratic practice world over to stretch hands across the divides. And contrary to some media reports, the actions of our members do not contradict the party's position. APC has a comfortable majority in both chambers. Therefore, we have the number to produce the leadership. But democracy recognizes the importance of the position, especially when you do not have two sets, which will be required at some very critical situation, such as a ruling party. We understand that a stable and peaceful National Assembly will enhance our capacity to deliver more for the people of Nigeria." In a quote, he said, "So the party is not averse to negotiation by Senator Ahmed Lawan and our other Senate-elect working to fulfill the position taken by our party. It is important to note that one of the key considerations for adopting him as the party's candidate for the Senate presidency is his ability to carry everyone along. On top of that, the party has confidence in him not to compromise the progressive ideology of APC. So, clearly, Senator Ahmad Lawan is capable of conducting his negotiations with the prism of APC objectives." Well, Starr Radio UK, the station, the morning show, the program, and that is updates from Nigeria. But let's move on to some other updates from other parts of the world. But that'll be after this commercial break. Stay tuned and don't touch the dial. You can't always be in control of what happens on the road, but you can control the tires you ride on. Thanks to Champon Tires, in testing condition, you are guaranteed of traction and grip, be it new or partly worn tire. Champon Tires are the largest import and exporters of tires in the UK. Locate us all over the UK. For Wakefield, contact us on 01924 262 043. Selby, Rotherham, Hull, and Birmingham, contact us on 01709 380-615, or you can visit us at www.champontires.co.uk. Champon Tires, safe when new, safe when partly worn.
Hello, good people. I'm back again, and this time it's about Mama's Choice Fufu Mix. It comes in 2 flavors, and it contains essential minerals and vitamins. It's gluten-free. You can grab one from the nearest Afro-Caribbean shop or the corner shop next to you. Insist it's Mama's Choice. It's certified by both the US and the UK Food Standard Boards. Grab one for yourself today. Mama's Choice.
Everyone
Everywhere you go, Afrobeat reggae dancer taking over. Everywhere you go, Afrobeat reggae dancer taking over. Yo, what's up, people? This is a boy Raskin Bobo One. Tune in every day, every night at the Star Radio UK with the big man them Archie. When I say Arta, you say fire.
Welcome back to the program Star Radio UK, the station and the morning show. The Monday edition today is the 15th of April 2019. You care to know the time now is 11:21. Okay, now let's move on to some other stories making the rounds here in the UK and to other parts of the world as well, as we bring them all your way. But like I announced earlier on this afternoon, exactly at 5 o'clock, we have Regina Urban coming your way with the On Point program with Lady Caroline. That program will go on till exactement 6:37, and then we have at 7 o'clock we have Tony Williams also coming your way with the one and only program Mindset, and that is followed by the Conscious Reggae Time at 10 o'clock with HRH Dave West, the maestro himself, bringing you the reggae tunes from 10 p.m. to 4 a.m. So make sure you tune in to listen to those programs. But Star Radio UK is the station. The morning show is a program. Now, when it comes to the UK front, Sarah, some of the stories making the rounds here today talks about the fact that no-fault eviction to be banned. No-fault evictions to be banned. And a man charged over Grenfell effigy video. And then another story. I was put in school isolation 240 times. A teenager who tried to take her own life after months in the school isolation booth says she felt trapped. Okay, we'll try to have a look at those stories and then we'll see. We'll try to make sense about it. A car pulled in front of a fatal crash bus, and a city to fall silent in Hillsborough tribute. And then under 18 streets like and streaks banned. And then detective predict fatal stabbings areas, and then 200 die in hospital awaiting discharge. And a gardening guru fans fix greenhouse. Guinea's maker removes plastic from parks. And then special need shortfalls causing misery. 2 girls rescued from capsized kayak. Those are some of the stories there. But when it comes to the front pages of the newspapers here in the UK, as I have time a bit, let me bring you those details. The I newspaper touches on the Prime Minister's future, story about the Prime Minister's future, saying that the Prime Minister's future is the subject of the front page. Reports once again on several papers gives a sense of a Conservative Party in chaos. The Eye says MPs are seeking a change of party rules to allow a fresh leadership challenge less than a year after Theresa May saw off the last one. So Theresa May and Jeremy Corbyn has been one of the leaders who have seen lots of challenges to their premiership. Now, when it comes to the Metro newspaper, say May must go in May. That's a nice caption, you know. May must go in May. And I remember when we were going for the election, it was make August the end of May, right? Yeah. But another story that is making the round, truly dully, strictly cursed. And then the story says on the Metro front page, former Tory leader Ian Duncan Smith is quoted demanding Mrs. May stand down before the European elections. Polls suggest 17% of voters will back the Conservative. The paper says 17%, so that's not enough, Abby. Okay, the Times is followed. The new social media code gives thumbs down to Facebook likes. Now, leadership rival urged Prime Minister to linger for months. And then Assange hates embassy staff, says President of Ecuador. So Julian Assange, he was hitting the embassy staff. I mean, he was throwing tantrums there, whether it's true or not. However, Time suggests leadership rivals will prefer Mrs. May to hang around until the first part of the Brexit deal is complete. A supporter of one candidate is quoted saying their leadership campaign will be damaged if the election was held against a backdrop of Brexit uncertainty. Now, it's followed by the Daily Telegraph that says, has a picture of the proud Tiger Woods winning the greatest comeback since Muhammad Ali, that of Tiger Woods. Tiger Woods win the Fate Masters 14 years after last putting on the green jacket. Now, you never give up. You never, ever give up. Because 14 years down the line, after some personal stuff that went on that was quite damaging and everything. Look at him, 14 years on, he's back because he never gave up. He never gave up. But Starr Radio UK is the station. The morning show, the program, bringing you some of the news making their rounds here in the UK and across the globe, but bringing you details from the tabloids.
Listen to Regina Abban and Lady Caroline every Monday from 5 to 6:30 p.m. on Point at Starr Radio UK, where we educate the youth and young adults on life issues.
Yeah, welcome back to the program. It is now 11:27 from the House of London, and we're going back to the front pages, update from the front pages here in the UK. My apologies. The Daily Telegraph says, meanwhile, according to the Daily Telegraph, the Chancellor has mocked some of the Brexiteer leadership's rivals. It quotes Philip Hammond telling an audience at the British Embassy in Washington that Michael Gove, Boris Johnson, and Andrea Leadsom all lost the 2016 leadership bids because of suicide pacts. And the Daily Mail has got a gorgeous picture of Prince George and his cousin. He's got a little admirer, Prince George and his cousin. Away from politics, the Daily Mail reports that Shamima Begum, the teenager who ran away from London is to join the Islamic State group in Syria, has been granted legal aid to fight the decision to remove her British citizenship. Now, the Daily Mail also continues on the terror front line, vital missions in Afghanistan to stop IS before it launches attack on Europe. Meanwhile, the Daily Mirror carries on exclusive report from Afghanistan, where it says British forces are training the military to halt the rise of Islamic State group in Khorasan province. So I told you, they metamorphose, they move, and therefore that's exactly what's happening there. But hey, we will bring you all the story that's making around. The Daily Express follows suit, and it says Tiger roars back in triumph, and it has a picture of Dame John after she flees flat blaze. Now, 44,740 weapons seized at court. Thugs smuggling guns and knives from brazen contempt for the law. The Daily Express says 44,740 weapons, including illegal blades, air guns, tasers, and CS gas, were seized at court buildings over a 5-year period. The figures show the contempt knife and gun thugs hold for the law, the paper says. And it's followed by the Guardian. The Guardian paper has also got a picture of Louis Redknapp and saying, I need to stand up and be strong. And then we have Tiger Woods and shouting, jumping for his victory. Hear him roar. Tiger Woods celebrates his first major win in 11 years. And Hassan abused our hospitality. That's what Ecuador is saying. The Guardian carries a news of consultation on the government plan to prevent landlords being able to evict tenants at short notice after a fixed-term contract has ended. We'll be having a look at that story, and I know that on the Property Hour show there will be looking into details of that. So make sure that you tune in every Thursday at 7 o'clock when the Property Hour show comes your way. Now, Financial Times says NHS hands doctors cash top-ups to hold wave of early retirements. Okay, the Financial Times and topping up doctors' salaries with cash to help them avoid hefty tax bills from tighter pension rules that have led thousands to retire early. Okay. Now the Sun continues, and the Sun claims that Benedict Cumberbatch was involved in a road accident. It quotes Hampshire Police saying no complaints were made and no criminal offences were investigated. Now the Daily Star also continues, still having the picture of Tiger Woods. Virtually all the newspapers have got Tiger Woods there, and the Game of Thrones Siki millions bank of work after last night Series 8 opener. They decided after that, let's chill out. Okay, so that brings us to the latest rival in the Conservative Party makes the front pages of several newspapers. And finally, the Daily Star notes 02 hours BSc starts for the latest Game of Thrones series and predicts millions of Britons will call in sick to work. Okay, so that brings us to the end of the news that is making the rounds in the tabloids or the newspapers today. So at least if you've not been able to go to the newsstand, we have been able to deliver that to you. It is 11:32 from the House of London, Star Radio UK, the station. But now let's have a look at some of the major stories making the rounds here in the UK. Now, Shamima Begum, IS bride, giving legal aid for citizenship fight. Now, legal aid had been granted for Shamima Begum, who joined the Islamic State group age 15 to fight the decision to revoke her UK citizenship. The 19-year-old who left East London in 2015 was stripped of her citizenship in February after she was found in a Syrian refugee camp. Her family has previously said it planned to challenge the decision. Foreign Secretary Jeremy Hunt said the legal aid agency decision to assist Ms. Begum made him very uncomfortable. Legal aid is financial assistance provided by the taxpayer to those unable to afford legal representation themselves, whether they are accused of a crime or a victim who seeks the help of a lawyer through the court process. But it goes on further to talk about it is means tested and availability has been cut back significantly in recent years. Now, legal aid that has been granted covers a case before the Semi-Secret Special Immigration Appeals Commission, SIAC, which adjudicates on cases where the Home Secretary has stripped someone of their nationality on ground of national security. Okay, Ms. Begum was found in Syria refugee camp in February and said she wanted to return home. Well, that brings you to the close of that story. But let's move on to some other stories making the rounds. No fault eviction to be banned. So if you are letting out your property, now there is a challenge. Water is life. Let me enjoy it. Right? Good. Now, it says private landlords will no longer be able to evict tenants at short notices without good reasons and new plans. Now, the government says it wants to protect renters from unethical landlords and give them more long-term security. Now, Section 21 notices allow landlords to evict renters without a reason after their fixed-term tenancy period ends. The National Landlords Association said members were forced to use Section 21 because they had no confidence in the courts to settle possession claims. But an organization representing tenants said the plans were a vital first step to ending profiteering from housing. Now, First Minister Mark Drakeford has announced similar plans for Wales, while in Scotland, new rules requiring landlords to give a reason for ending tenancies were introduced in 2017. There are no plans in Northern Ireland to end no-fault eviction where a fixed-term tenancy has come to an end. Now, Housing Secretary James Brockenshire said the evidence showed so-called Section 21 eviction were one of the biggest causes of family homelessness. He told the BBC reporter that the changes will offer more stability to the growing number of families renting and mean people will not be afraid to make a complaint because they may be concerned through a no-fault eviction that they may be thrown out. A survey of 2001 private renters by citizen advice agents suggests that the tenants who made a formal complaint had a 46% chance of being evicted within the next 6 months. Mr. Brockenshire also said the plans will offer speedy redress to landlords seeking to regain possession of their property for legitimate reasons such as to sell it or move into it themselves. Well, Starr Radio UK is the station. The morning show is a program. News making the rounds here in the UK. 11:36 is the time. Exactly at 1:45, we'll be having HRH Linda PALLIEN all the way from Cyprus, bringing us or having a encounter with us on the Career 101 program. Don't go away.
Enlighten your day with Starr Radio.
Okay, so now let's move on to some other stories making the rounds today. Now, when it comes to isolations in school, now there's this girl, I'm calling her student, who said for more than 240 times she was in the isolation booth. Now, a girl who tried to kill herself after spending months in an isolation booth at school has said she felt alone, trapped, and no one seemed to care. The teenager, who has autism, had no direct teaching and ate her lunch in the room away from friends. Her mother said for months she was unaware of what was happening to her daughter and called on the government to improve guidance for schools. The Department for Education says the people's welfare must always be put first. Its guidance says children should be in isolation for no longer than is necessary. In a letter, the teenager, who we are calling Sophie, said, "I decided to rather die than be in isolation because of the mood it left me in. I felt alone and trapped at school for such a long time that I felt as though it would be best, as no one seemed to care anyway." Her mother, Philippa, estimates that her daughter was placed in an isolation booth at her secondary school more than 240 times in total, now beginning in year 7, but becoming more frequent in year 10 and 11. The 16-year-old spent every school day from mid-January to March this year in the room. The family says she explained the room has 6 booths with a small workspace and size to so you cannot see other people. You have to sit in silence and be escorted to the toilet, which is embarrassing. On one occasion, Sophie said, "I begged the teachers to ring my mom as I didn't want to be alone anymore. They refused and took my phone away, leaving me and a teacher I didn't know in an enclosed room." After she tried to take her own life, Sophie returned to school but said she would dread each day when she was again placed in isolation. "I will often have panic attacks and feel claustrophobic," she explained. "I feel as though isolation rooms should be banned. They tend to make students feel isolated and helpless, knocking their self-esteem. Due to amounts of stress and trauma throughout school, I now suffer with depression and anxiety." It's interesting. That's quite an interesting story from there. But my worry here is, now if this individual, this student, had maybe unruly behavior for whatever reason why she was put in isolation, if the teachers could find out that and make it public or make the authorities know, then the education ministry will be able to help them on that front. Maybe this autistic child needs to go to a different school or educational sector where they can address such situations there. Because if the teacher has not got a clue and all, it makes it difficult to just take the child, for the teacher to find the right way to address the issue. Or maybe it's a new teacher who has just been there. But parents, teachers, and the educational ministry, I think they actually let down this girl. If she had taken her life, I think it would have been a very sad thing. But Star Radio UK is the station. 11:41 is the time. The morning show, the program. Is your child suffering isolation of the sort? And do you think it has affected her mentally or anything of the sort? Feel free, join in and let us know. Now, a man has been charged over Grenfell's effigy. That story says that a man has been charged after a police investigation into an online video of a cardboard model of Grenfell Tower being burnt on a bonfire. Now, Paul Bassetti, 46, of South Norwood, was charged with 2 counts of sending or causing grossly offensive materials to be sent via a public communication network. He is due to appear at Westminster Magistrate Court on the 30th of April. 5 other men who were arrested in November remain under investigation. The other men held included 2 aged 49 and aged 19 and 55 years old. Well, where were their brains? Whoa. Okay, Star Radio UK, the station, the morning show, the program. We pick a final story from the UK front, and then we go away. We go away to some news making the rounds in the world. Now, Facebook and Instagram face a ban on letting under 18s like posts on their platforms, while Snapchat could be prevented from allowing the age group to build up streaks under the new rules proposed by the UK's data watchdog. Now, it believes that the tools encourages users to share more personal data and spend more time on apps than desired. Likes help build up profiles of users' interests, while streaks encourages them to send photos and videos daily. The proposal is part of a 16-rule code. To ensure its success, the Information Commissioner Office, ICO, says that online services must also adopt a robust age verification system. And that is going to be a problem. How are they going to do that? Is it that you have to now put in maybe your passport number, or you put in a date of birth? Everybody can put in anything at all, and it just recognizes it. So how do we do that? It's interesting. When they are young, when they are little, they'll be able to, but the moment they start growing and they'll know their way around all these gadgets and how to go behind them and stuff, whoops, I don't think there'll be something that will be properly policed. But well, what do you think about all that? Star Radio UK, the station, 11:44 the time, and it is time for us to go to the world front to bring you some of the stories making the rounds in the world today. Now, some of the headlines: Japan starts fuel removal from nuclear plants. A painstaking operation begins to remove fuel rods from Fukushima reactor hit by the 2011 tsunami. And one of the world's rarest turtles died, possibly the last remaining female. The turtle was artificially inseminated 24 hours before she died. So is it artificial insemination that killed it? Now, Australian media defend Pearl trial reports and the plea for abducted Red Cross staff in Syria. Rising Star Buttigieg sets out 2020 bid. Now, Finland faces tough coalition talk. American Airlines extends 737 MAX freeze. And then Milosevic's Lady Macbeth dies at 76. Ecuador says Assange used embassy to spy. Ukraine president debates with empty podium. Well, I think the opposition leader decided not to attend, so he debated Debating who? Well, maybe debating he, himself, and I. Maybe. Okay. Star Radio UK is the station. A quick commercial break, and once we come back, I'll bring you all the details from that front. Stay tuned and don't touch the dial.
You are listening to Star Radio Morning Show.
You can't always be in control of what happens on the road, but you can control the tires you ride on. Thanks to Champon Tires, in testing condition, you are guaranteed of traction and grip, be it new or partly worn tire. Champon Tires are the largest import and exporters of tires in the UK. Locate us all over the UK. For Wakefield, contact us on 01924 262 043. Selby, Rotherham, Hull, and Birmingham, contact us on 01709 380-615, or you can visit us at www.champontires.co.uk. Champon Tires, safe when new, safe when partly worn.
Hello, good people. I'm back again, and this time it's about Mama's Choice Fufu Mix. It comes in 2 flavors, and it contains essential minerals and vitamins. It's gluten-free. You can grab one from the nearest Afro-Caribbean shop or the corner shop next to you. Insist it's Mama's Choice. It's certified by both the US and the UK Food Standard Boards. Grab one for yourself today. Mama's Choice. Ubedi sa Charlie.
Charlie, come me try cash no. The way me hu ne man me suspect so mbedi me ato. Me pa chow send you ntem why na e was na kiko to draw pharmacy obrem sisi a. Wo saka we from why? Na we dey Charlie ya wapa o.
If I choose your message.
Oh, come me go so try call no. Charlie, my yes rough from back why?
Hey Joe, Mr. Count messages no why. Nyabu trema me, no pressure. Me chat to direct amount here. So mobile money.
MoneyGram to mobile money. And you, MoneyGram to mobile money. Say what me do MoneyGram. Mobile money wallet mo Ghana ha. ZPay and a tire tree. MoneyGram bringing you closer. Service way. We be now MoneyGram agent biao.
Welcome back to the program. Star Radio UK is the station, the morning show, the program, and the time now is exactly 11:48. We're taking you to the world front. Like I said earlier, on exactly at 12:45, we'll be having HRH Linda PALLIEN. The lines will also be open at 12 o'clock, so that you can also add your voice to the discussions. But we're still global trotting, bringing you some of the stories making the rounds in other parts of the world. The painstaking operation has begun on the removal of oils, and it says that Japan begins removal of nuclear fuel from a damaged reactor. The operator of Japan's Fukushima nuclear plants has begun removing nuclear fuel from one of the reactors that melted down after the devastating 2011 earthquake and tsunami. Now, remotely controlling equipment is lifting fuel rods from a storage pool inside reactor number 3. The delicate work at the contaminated site is expected to take 2 years. The next phase of the huge cleanup in reactor 3 will be to remove molten nuclear fuel that remains deep inside. A spokeswoman for the Tokyo Electric Power Company, TEPCO, said the operation to remove the fuel had been delayed by earthquake debris inside the building, as well as the other technical issues. Now, reactor buildings at the Fukushima Daiichi power plant were damaged by the hydrogen explosion caused by the earthquake and tsunami. 3 reactors melted down. Wow. I bet that atmosphere is properly contaminated. You dare pass by, ooh, you cut your life short. Now, one of the Australian media defend Pearl trial reports. That's one of the stories making the rounds there, and it talks about the fact that The dozens of journalists and major news outlets in Australia have begun defending accusations that they breached a reporting ban on the sexual abuse trial of Cardinal George Pell. Pell, the ex-Vatican treasurer, was convicted in December of abusing 2 boys. In 1996, the media was barred from reporting the verdict until February. Now, prosecutors say 23 journalists and 13 publishers committed contempt of court. The case could have a chilling effect on open justice, defense lawyers say. Now, if found guilty, the defendants face up to 5 years in jail and fines of about 96,000 Australian dollars or 52,000 pounds or 69,000 US dollars. Okay. But is it something that is fair to the journalists? Well, they made their comments on it. Well, some will say contempt is contempt. If you're not supposed to talk about the case while the case is ongoing, you're not supposed to talk about it. Well, if you do that, you made your bed and you have to lie in it. But well, what do you think about all that? My, oh my, oh my. Feel free. Join us now. Join us now. Join us now. Now, final story before we move on to some other parts of the world. The Social Democratic Party has won a narrow victory in Finland's general election with 17.7% of the vote. But the far-right Finns party was close behind on 17.5%. While the Centre Party of the outgoing Prime Minister Juha Sipilä saw its support crash by a third to 13.8%. For the first time since 1999, we are the largest party in Finland, said the SDP leader Antti Rinne. But with the vote split and no party winning a clear margin, it may be hard to build a workable coalition. The Greens and the Left Alliance also increased their share of the vote. So where will your help come from? Is it from the Lord or from someone will say from where? Okay, where is it going to come from? Star Radio UK is the station, the morning show, the program. Bring you some lovely music and then we'll continue with the show. But the lines are open now. It is 0208-133-2257, 0208-133-2257 or 58. US or Canada is 001-718-303-2737. To text or WhatsApp is 075-396-61744. Our Twitter handle is Starr Radio UK and our email address is info@starradiouk and massive.com there. Okay, stay tuned and don't even think of touching the dial. In Ghana as well, Straw President 80 burned to death. It's one of the stories making the rounds there as well. Last Friday, I did talk about the new uniform that the Education Ministry was introducing. Now, they say, well, it's not been contracted to anybody, but I'm asking that, do we need that now? School uniform for secondary school, do we need that now? Well, we'll have a look at all those stories there. Starr Radio UK, the station, the morning show, the program. Archie, your man. We take this music and we'll be with you.
Stand again, Chinua. International Shama.
But when I come back, I want to have a look at Egofuado inspects 1D, 1F, 1 district, 1 factory. So what about the Commander Sugar Factory? Why do we want to sell it off? It's 1 district, 1 factory. Isn't that bad? Well, I know that you can help me carry all this burden, so make sure you join me on the lines that have been announced.
International Shama. Capasta, Wallace, TB, Amanawa. I didn't wash a bull, I wash a bull. Oh, you got Kalayo. I
Akole botamo shikolo, tele mo afashika eamu. Amana che botamo andango, tele mo onyembuloma. Ofujuji onegoma, tele mo kigola, tele mo bolenje, tele mo oyamu kakala yo. Akole botamo shikolo, tele mo afashika eamu. Amana che botamo andango, tele mo onyembuloma. Ofujuji onegoma, tele mo kigola, tele mo bolenje, tele mo ni baba na buake yo. Coffee na boni sande baba na buake yo konyole. God every day the choco conte, silver spoon when I wale. On the joy that they get to pande, inga no finger no ni baba na buake yo. In buffy a boni sande baba na buake yo konyole. God every day the choco conte, silver spoon when I wale. On the joy that they get to pande, Ochego, Hanabo, Zamaboti, Yako, Yakoloko, Yakoliko, Abu Brehanya, Fuako, Nole, Lumangana, Sugar Janepo, if Oyamukakalayo, after the bottom of Chicolo, Telemo, Akashika Eamu, Amanachabotamo Andango, Telemo, Oyamuloma, Obuchi Onegoma, Telemo, Gola, Telemo, Oyamukakalayo, after the bottom of Chicolo, Telemo, Akashika Eamu, Amanachabotamo Andango, Telemo, Oyamuloma, Obuchi Onegoma, Telemo, Gola,
I'm bandit yanka, Anazali, Sarki, Nagamaka. So will the mini son shall kama, Dandan, Kai Shana Gamaji. And this life some things the mess. So if you make confused, please play defense. To me, nothing can should be the best to be today. We are season, should be the Kamaluaka, Beta, the Burankasa, Bubar Fada, Bubar Gaba, Namajan, and the guess what you dance. How about Jaria, Sumadaria, Kusadani, Mugana Musulawan Talia? Baba, Baba,
Oyamukakalayo, after the bottom of Chicolo, Telemo, Akashika Eamu, Amanachabotamo Andango, Telemo, Oyamuloma, Ofuji Onegoma, Telemo, Kigola, Telemo, Bolenje, Atiaka Hunda, Oshiko Chika Bazuka, Ataka Sabakoto, Kamanimo, Hoga, Uga. Right now you running away, nobody done it, you running away. Ajekoti, Menele, Obagemi, and where they she got a and then they shall be a D2CD. Ajekoti, Menele, Obagemi, and where they she got a and then they shall be a D2C. One girl, my after the bottom of Chicolo, Telemo, Akashika Eamu, Amanachabotamo Andango, Telemo, Oyamuloma, Ofuji Onegoma, Telemo, Kigola, Telemo, Bolenje, Telemo, Oyamukakalayo, after the bottom of Chicolo, Telemo, Akashika Eamu, Amanachabotamo Andango, Telemo, Oyamuloma, Ofuji Onegoma, Telemo, Kigola, Telemo, Bolenje,
In your car,
At work,
at home,
on your smartphone.
You are listening to Star Radio Morning
Listen to Regina Abban and Lady Caroline every Monday from 5 to 6:30 p.m. on Point at Star Radio UK, where we educate the youth and young adults on life issues.
Welcome back to the program Star Radio UK is a station. It's just gone tick-tock, almost 12 o'clock. And it is the Monday edition of the morning show. The lines are open, like I said earlier on before I went on a break. You can call us by calling these numbers 0208-133-2257 or 58. Or if you are US or Canada, it is 001-718-303-2737, 001-718-303-2737. Text or WhatsApp is 0753-96617 and 44. Our Twitter handle is Star Radio UK, and our email address is info@starradiouk.com. info@starradiouk.com. All right. Now, let me now take you to some other stories making the rounds today in the UK, in other parts of the world, that in the Caribbean, and then on the African front, and we'll move away from there. So just stay tuned. Don't think of touching the dial. Now, Ecuador says Assange used embassy to spy. And then Maduro, 6 million members for militia. The Venezuelan president wants the civilian force, which answers to him, to total up to 3 million. And Venezuela ex-spy chief arrested in Spain. The former head of Venezuelan military intelligence is detained on U.S. drug charges. Children in Central America to join parents in USA. And those are some of the stories making the rounds there. But the major story talks about the reason why the Ecuadorian embassy decided to revoke the asylum of the WikiLeaks man, Julian Assange. Now, Julian Assange used the Ecuadorian embassy in London as a center for spying, the country's leader has said. Now, Lenin Moreno also said no other nations had influenced the decision to revoke the WikiLeaks founder's asylum after what he called violation by Assange. Now, President Moreno told the Guardian newspaper Ecuador's old government had provided facilities within the embassy to interfere with other states. Now, Assange's lawyer had earlier accused Ecuador outrageous allegations. Now, President Moreno, who came to power in 2017, said the decision to end Assange's 7-year stay in the embassy, any attempt to destabilize, is a reprehensible act for Ecuador because we are a sovereign nation and respectful of the politics of each country. He added, we cannot allow our house, the house that opened its doors, to become a center for spying. On Monday, 2 left-wing German lawmakers, Heik Hansel and Savim Dagdelin, and Spanish MEP Ana Miranda held a news conference outside Belmarsh prison where Assange is currently detained. They made a call for EU states to offer him asylum and prevent his extradition to the US. Now, Mr. Dagdelin, who is a member of the Left Party, said the EU should take action to protect the persecuted political publisher and journalist. This is a tough one. Now, would the EU do it? They're going to say he's not their citizen. He comes from where? Australia. So they will think, well, it's up to the Aussies to do whatever. How is it going to play out? Well, we'll be following the story as it makes the rounds. But stay tuned. Don't even think of touching the dial. Okay, on the African front, now Sudan protesters demand end of deep state. And then some other story, 999 hero, the man behind the Somalia free ambulance. And then Kenya helps battle fire in roof of Africa. That story says a fire has been raging for about a week in Ethiopia. My apologies. Ethiopia's Semens Mountains, and more stories from that front. Now, President delivered speech underwater. Ivanka Trump in Africa to promote women, and South Africa sees one of biggest hauls of rhino horns. What is going to happen to it? Are they going to behave like the Kenyans? That I'm not very sure of. But Star Radio UK is the station, the morning show, the program. 4 minutes past 11 is the time. Just bear with me. I need to have a sip of water and I'll be with you. Stay tuned.
Hello, good people. I'm back again, and this time it's about Mama's Choice Fufu Mix. It comes in 2 flavors and it contains essential minerals and vitamins. It's gluten-free. You can grab one from the nearest Afro-Caribbean shop or the corner shop next to you. Insist it's Mama's Choice. It's certified by both the US and the UK Food Standard Boards. Grab one for yourself today. Mama's Choice. Ubedisa Charlie.
Listen to Regina Abban and Lady Caroline every Monday from 5 to 6:30 p.m. on Point at Starr Radio UK, where we educate the youth and young adults on life issues.
Welcome back to the program Starr Radio UK, the station, the morning show, the program. I am Archie. Stay tuned and don't touch the dial. Now, going on to some stories making the rounds in the African front. Now, organizers of a mass protest in Sudan have said they want the full dismantling of the deep state left behind by ousted leader Omar al-Bashir. A spokesman said leaders of the past regime should be put on trial. Mr. Bashir was toppled by the army last week after 30 years in power, and a military council has pledged elections in 2 years' time. But protesters remain camped outside army headquarters in the capital Khartoum, demanding a civilian administration. Now, reports on Monday said there had been efforts to break up the sit-in. Details are sketchy, but witnesses said troops had stepped back from immediate confrontation. On Sunday, the Transitional Military Council sought to appease protest leaders, telling them that key figures from the former government had been arrested. It is not clear who those officials are. A military spokesman also promised not to disperse protesters and said that the council was ready to implement whatever civilian government the opposition parties agreed to. Now, in another development, 13 people were reportedly killed in an armed attack on protesters in the troubled region of South Darfur over the weekend. Now, the privately owned Darfur 24 news website said gunmen had attacked the anti-government protests at a camp for a displaced people about 17 kilometers, that 10 miles east of the regional capital, Nyala. And it goes on further to say, Amjad Farid of the Sudanese Professionals Association, Starr, which has spearheaded the protests, said that they completely reject the military councils currently leading the Sudan. He said demands include the full dissolution of the deep state and dismantling of state intelligence agencies. Opposition political Mubarak al-Fadi said that the role of the military should be decreased over time. But Saturday UK is a station, 8 minutes past the top of the hour is the time, and it is the morning show. Exactly at 12:45, I'll be having HRH Linda PALLIEN all the way from Cyprus joining us live on air. So if you want to join us, you want to share your take, you have anything that you got to say, feel free, do so, and the show will go on. All right. Now, looking at some other stories from the African front before we come to Ghana as well. Now, there's a story about South Africa where it talks about a huge haul of rhino horns that are being seized in South Africa. And it says police in South Africa says they have arrested 2 people transporting 167 rhino horns believed to be destined for Asia. The police told the AFP news agency it was one of the biggest ever hauls of rhino horn in South Africa. The suspects were picked up in Northwest Province in a car packed with horns. They are due in court later today. The horns can fetch as much as 60 $46,000 or 46,000 pounds a kilogram in Asia, where they are used in traditional medicines. Wow. I think when you have a rhino horn, you see how the rhino, they are tough, they are strong. I've never seen even a lion try to go and bite them. They can't. It can just lie on you and that will be your end, like the elephant. Well, okay. So are they going to destroy this hatch, or are they going to maybe, I don't know how, what do you think about that? Because interestingly, when such things are it happened, I think sometime last year in Kenya, where they had lots of ivory, the horns of elephants, and they burnt it all, set fire to it, just burnt it down. And I was asking myself, why didn't they go sell it? Why didn't they trade it away, okay, as a country? But the thing is it because it is wrong that we don't want to? So even if somebody gets it, we still have to just destroy it? Or, well, if the state confronts the selling, then the state should do that, but individuals shouldn't allow? Would you think that will push the people to go into that industry to be, I mean, because you know that when you go and it's confiscated, government will take over it and you wouldn't make a dime on it. So what is all that about? Let me hear from you if you have a different take to that. But some other stories making the rounds on the African continent. The UN envoy to Libya, Ghassan Salame, has expressed his growing concern that the battle for the capital, Tripoli, is escalating. Mr. Salame described the current situation as a military stalemate, but he said both sides in this battle for Tripoli were now mobilizing resources, and both still believe they could win militarily. In the past few days, the Libyan government and General Khalifa Haftar forces have launched airstrikes against each other. But Mr. Salami said his worst fear now was that foreign powers may become directly involved with more advanced weaponry. Now, General Haftar has long received military backing from a number of Arab states as well as France, while the government is said to be receiving military support from other countries, including Turkey and Qatar. The upsurge in fighting has shattered UN plans for a political solution to this turmoil, which has fractured Libya since Muammar Gaddafi was ousted in 2011. Well, that is a story for you, all from the African front. Stories made in the African pot. Okay, so now 30 minutes past the top of the hour is the time, the morning show, the program. Hey, who doesn't like music? Let's take some musical break and then we continue with the news that is making the rounds on the Ghanaian front. Maybe you want to say something, maybe you want to share something, feel free and do so. Okay. Now, Kufuor inspects one district, one factory at Tanoso. My question, just straight to that, is wonderful. One district, one factory. Now, in Commander, there is one factory there already, built by the former government, that's the NDC, led by His Excellency John Dramani Mahama at the time. They built that up. They said, oh, it was already ready. I remember before they left office, they rushing in to open the facility or to inaugurate it and everything. And they said, oh, so the sugar to fill the factory, they don't have that one yet. The sugar cane to be used as the raw material, it's not there yet that they were trying to. So a little bit was done, and hey, thumbs up. But now the MPP government is saying that, Nanado is saying that, his government saying that they want it shut down or sold. And I'm asking the question, if there is a factory already, that one is straightforward. Commander district, one factory, one district, one factory, straight on. So what is all that? Okay. Well, once we come back, we'll be having a look at those stories. 70 factories created and running under Kufuor. That's what Dankwa Institute is talking about. So 70 factories. But how many districts do we have? Okay, those are all questions that need to be answered. Minority rejects Bono regional minister nominee again. But stories coming in was saying that the Bono regional minister has been confirmed. So what is all that about? Well. The BBS reveals very disturbing developments about Accra Tema motorway. And what are the developments there as well? Rotary Club playing Sakumono Beach. Newspaper headlines Monday AM, okay? And then one Chinese national killed after robbery attack in Suhum. And that's quite a very sad one. A very sad one. And from the African, one of the African stories as well, a Zimbabwean hunter who killed over 5,000 elephants, declared himself totally unrepentant. I'll kill again. That's what he's saying there. My goodness. Well, so let's take this music break, and once we come back, we have a look at that. One district, one factory. We already have one district, one factory in Commander, the sugar factory. Why does government want to sell it off? Why does government want to dispose of it? We have the former president, John Dramani Mahama, saying, please don't sell it. Enjoy this. Okay, before that music still flows, getting itself ready to come your way. Don't you go away. Don't you go away at all. Don't you go away. It's definitely going to come your way. Star Radio UK is the station, the morning show, the program. A quick.
Star Radio. Radio for the people, by the people.
Time now, 12:17 from the House of London. Getting you the lineup of the next track coming your way from Papa Jackson featuring Paulina Odro saying, stay with me. Or Tina Menjen.
Mami bon komobi min komo nyinani de min yudo nkrofo ntasio odana mi o ma won kutonu obiara ni wa obotum asisama dwin wo wo
osut la min chen mami bon komobi en komo nyinani de obiara ni wo se Slamichen, mami mbobon komobi, enkomo nyinaranyite, wasamye masa.
Semitsunza miunza miyempo, mitajindo suomwa, wairekichi mami nije, baby slamichen, mami mbobon komobi, menkomo nyinaranyite, mewa pieza mauka. Wondo achemima Missy Miriazi Namawo Wenije achemima Deminsi, don't you break my heart Slamichen
Let me take this opportunity to say once again, good afternoon to Mr. Dave West. He's going to be coming your way this evening exactly at 10 o'clock with a conscious reggae. And I call him the maestro himself, bring you the best when it comes to reggae. Oh my goodness. Conscious reggae. Dave, good afternoon.
Chen mami bon komobi min komoni na ni de you be kwafuntasio odana mi o ma won kutonu obi areni wa obotun asisama kin wo
Osut na mi chen mami bon komobi en komoni na ni de obi anyi wo se Nami chen, mami mpobon komobi, inkomo nyinarenyite, wasam yamasa.
Semitsu unza mi yamumpo, mitajindo suomi mwa, wanyre chichi mami nide, baby nami chen, mami mbon komobi, minkomo nyinarenyite, mewa pieza mauta. Wondo ARCHIE ma
Missy Mary Zinama
when DJ ARCHIE ma
Demincy, don't you break my heart. Nami chen, mami komobi, inkomo nyinarenyite, obiani wani wose. Nami chela mami mbon komobi inkomo nyinarenyite wasam nyamasa
ARCHIE ma
Missy Mary Zinama Enlighten your day with Starr Radio.
Baby
Demincy, don't you break my heart.
Cheno mami mbon komobi inkomo nyinani de menyu de odosro nkwa semenyu nama menyu ambiro obiara semenyu enyi marempa misuro nyina ayokra semiti wunza miwuza miyemu medadwindo suomi mwa wayre chiche mami enije baby it's na miche mami mbo nkomobi menkomo nyinara ni de mewa pieza mauda
Sinamiche mami mbo nkomobi
hey
One of the best when it comes to one of these nice songs for a Monday afternoon like this. Yes, from Paulina Odro and Papa Yankson, the late Papa Yankson. I hope that you enjoyed the music that I brought your way. But it is now 12:25. In the next 20 minutes, we'll be having HRH Linda Pallian joining us, and we'll be having a look at no other career 101. Are you happy in your job front? Are you happy? Are you looking for a job? Have you sent some CVs or what have you done? You have any questions pertaining to that? Then your cheerleader, my cheerleader, is Miss Mrs. Linda Pallian, HRH, and she will see to address those issues, help you to address those issues. But if you want to join us every Monday from 12:45 to 1, she comes your way and we make sure that we deliver on that promise. So make sure you stay tuned. Thank you very much. Now let's come to the story that I was talking about earlier on. Still in Ghana, 5 people have been arrested in a robbery attack that killed a Chinese national. And then government urged to tolerate dissenting views. Now, I shall say leadership. Okay, my apologies. We need men and women with integrity, leadership, in integrity. Let me take it again. We need men and women with integrity in leadership. That's what the news is. That story says. Ghana needs men and women in leadership with servant mentality and guided by a strong sense of humility, honesty, professionalism, patriotism, and above all, what would they do for us? Okay, so those are some of the stories that are there this morning. But hey, let's quickly just go on to the story that I have rightly picked. And that story is one that concerns one district, one factory. That's one of the policies of the government in power under the able leadership of Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, His Excellency. Now, President Akufo-Addo has inspected the site of Ravani Royal Company Limited, one of the enterprises operating under government's One District, One Factory program, located at Tanoso in the Ahafo region. Now, President Akufo-Addo visited the project site on Saturday, 13th of April 2019, on the second day of his 2-day tour of the Ahafo region. Now, government is currently facilitating the establishment of 181 enterprises projects in 110 districts. Now, municipal and metropolitan assemblies across the 16 regions of the country. Out of this number, 79 projects of these projects are at various stages of operation. It is expected that the remaining 102 companies will commence work before the end of the year. In his interaction with the promoters of the project, the president expressed his satisfaction with the progress of work on the side of the project, especially as local raw materials are going to be used to produce durable products, including bricks, pavers, roofing tiles, and panels for construction industry. Now, President Akufo-Addo added that the large deposits of clay at Tanoso, where the factory is located, places the enterprise in a competitive position to contribute positively towards the construction of affordable houses for Ghanaians. So, kudos to them. My problem here now is, now with that in place, why are we disposing of the Commander Sugar Factory? Is it all not part of the 1D, 1F? Why is government planning to dispose of the Commander Sugar Factory? Because we need more to be built. And let me put it this way, more is being built. But we still got lots more to go. So if you have one, that it happens that the former or the previous government built and we can make use of it, why do you think there is a need for us to dispose or discard that? Why should we do so? Is it that management reasons? That maybe because the first one, I don't know, I don't have details of it, but maybe that is government controlled, government, running that business, and therefore they think that, okay, the best way to move on is to maybe sell it to a private entity who will run it as a proper business rather than, you got it. So do you think that that is the reason why we have that? Or that the president or the government is trying to dispose of the Commander Sugar Factory? Or is this just to spite the cutting your nose to spite your face, despite the opposition? That look, yeah, whatever you did, we don't want it. We think that it's absolute bonkers, and therefore we just get rid of it and then maybe get another one. What are you going to put in that area? Or is the consumption of sugar gone down when it comes to Ghana? Is there no market again for the for sugar from all across the globe? Talk less the one from Commander. Well, it is Starr Radio UK. It is 12:32 from the House of London. In the next 30 minutes, we'll be joined by HRH Linda PALLIEN when she comes your way. Now, some revelation pertaining to a disturbing development on the Accra-Tema motorway for the sake of those of you who travel that way. Let me bring that story your way. Now, the executive director for the Bureau of Public Safety is expressing concerns over the Accra-Tema motorway, one of Ghana's most patronized roads, which has been plagued by several severe, deadly motor accidents since its construction in 1965. In a statement obtained by a news reporter, Nana Yao Akwada said that a survey his agency conducted revealed very disturbing development along the 19-kilometer stretch that links Accra and Tema, a city that sits on the Atlantic coast of Ghana. Now, poor urban planning, a mega design development are leading to tragic deaths. Now, both for motorists and pedestrians. Akwada cities. Akwada cites about the highway, also known as the Kwame Nkrumah motorway. Therefore, he is imploring the government to do the following. One, he thinks that to reclassify the motorway to be reflected as an urban highway and accessorize it with traffic lights, pedestrian crossing, but stops to allow just bear with me.
Are you planning to get onto the property ladder? Are you thinking of getting into the property business? Do you live in a council flat? Do you live in a house and flat or house? Then join us this and every Thursday on the Property Hour Show on Starr Radio UK, 9 p.m. this and every Thursday, where we speak to the experts in the industry, the professionals in the property industry, where they show us and talk about the secrets in the property industry. It's booming. You can't afford to miss it. And also, you will learn how to start or get your first property without your own money. Join us and spread the news.
Okay, so bring you the latter part of that story. The poor urban planning and mega design development are leading to tragic deaths for more motorists, both for motorists and pedestrians. The Aquada cities about the highway, also known as the Kwame Nkrumah motorway. Therefore, he is imploring the government to do the following: 1, to reclassify the motorway to be reflected as an urban highway and accessorize it with traffic lights, pedestrian crossing, bus stops to allow for arterial and local roads to link. Now, 2, to redefine with immediate effect the buffer zone along the motorway and remove or relocate all encroachers, be it state or private facility. And then 3, to provide effective year-long demarcation system with an associated maintenance program to combat the high volume of traffic. The 4th and the final one, provide police patrol services dedicates solely to enforce on spending or speeding and other traffic violation, in addition to implementing security services for broken down vehicles. So, do you know that, I mean, if you're a driver, you know, in this part of the world, we've got the highway group as well, the police who are in charge of that, and they are on the motorways with their 4x4s. When you drive, at times you see them parked, at times you see them jack, and they are there. Okay, but it's the case where we have a so-called highway. We don't have any place. So when incidents or accidents happen, do we even have phone lines, telephones, or fixed on points on the road like we have it on our motorways here, so that when something should happen and for a reason you don't have a number, you don't have your phone, maybe there's an accident, you cannot access your phone, you manage to get out or something that you need to call, so that another accident will not happen from the accident that has happened, because it could be that maybe the vehicle that is involved in the accident has crossed the road and is in a dangerous situation, a place. The person who was also involved in the accident himself is not in a good state of mind to address anything, to see to anything. So what happens then? So, well, I think I agree with this gentleman who has sent this proposal to government, but trucks veer off Tema motorway into commuters and kills one truck, veers off Tema motorway into commuters and kills one. So this goes on. According to numbers culminated in 2008 from PBS, nearly 65,000 vehicles cross the motorway daily. Additionally, in 2017, statistics disclosed that the car-related accidents accounted for the 8th contributor of death in the country, compared to all public safety events averaging 7 deaths per day. And that is what is happening in Ghana. But, well, I hope they try to find a way of addressing it, because it's quite boring. Starr Radio UK, the station, the morning show, the program. We've got only 5 minutes or less to bring the first part of this program to a close, and then we'll have Linda PALLIEN joining us. Okay, now another story that has been carried in one of Ghana's astounding newspapers, the Daily Graphic, is that we need men and women with integrity in leadership. He says, that is by Mr. Paul Asare Ansa. He says that, look, Ghana needs men and women in leadership with servant mentality and guided by a strong sense of humility, honesty, professionalism, patriotism, and above all, the fear of God. My apologies. Now, technical advisor at the Ministry of Transport, Mr. Paul Asare Ansa, said Africa was struggling with poverty, deprivation, and underdevelopment in abundance of natural resources, not because the continent lacked knowledge, professionalism, and intellectuals, but rather we lack especially in public office Shadrachs, Meshachs, and Abednegos, who in the midst of burning fire will not bow to any golden image or greed or corruption. As I speak to you, many high-profile personalities are on trial in Ghana for various fraudulent conduct that caused the loss of several millions of US dollars to the state. They may end up serving long sentences if they are found guilty, Mr. Ansah emphasized. Mr. Ansah, who was the former Director General of the Ghana Ports and Harbors Authority, was speaking as the guest speaker at the 6th graduation of the Global Executive Institute in Accra, where 75 students of the institute graduated with diploma, bachelor's, and master's degree. The occasion was also used to award 12 personalities in various fields of the endeavor by the United Clergy International Association, the UCI. Well, so that is a take of Mr. Ansah. But I'll bring you some lovely music. When the music ends, I can tell you for sure that I'll be having HRH Linda PALLIEN, who will be in the house, joining us on this wonderful morning, this wonderful day, let me put it that way, here in the UK. But stay tuned. Don't touch the dial. Let me bring you one from another musician in Ghana, Kojo Entry, and he says, "Enfamen Koho." Don't take me there. Someone would say, but take you where? Yeah, but I will take you to Cyprus to meet HRH Linda PALLIEN. Enjoy this, and I'll be with you.
You are listening to Starr Radio Morning Show. Enlighten your day with Starr Radio.
This is the morning show with Archie. This is the morning show with Archie.
Salty na yeku chamani chia pauso neke ujina sojari anopacha
Well, this is Starr Radio UK. 12:44 is the time. Good morning to Sister Gina Latte and to the family at home. Let me say good morning to good afternoon to Eddie as well. But well, you'll be enjoying some lovely music during the course of the day, and then tonight exactly at 10 o'clock we have the one and only Dave West coming your way, the maestro with the conscious reggae. Make sure you stay tuned. But at the moment, I've got with me HRH Linda PALLIEN all the way from Cyprus, who has joined us today. That is on Career 101. So let's go to her sunny Cyprus, and let's see whether we can enjoy a bit of the sunshine. Still a bit of the sunshine here. Linda, good afternoon to you.
Good afternoon, Archie. How are you?
I'm doing very well. And you?
I'm fantastic.
Great. How is sunny Cyprus?
Yeah, sunny Cyprus is quite lovely. It's quite great today, but it's still fairly hot, so we're not complaining.
Oh, okay. Today it's slightly hot here. You know, we are enjoying it. 14 degrees. What about that? Hey, it's good. Okay. Yes, I hope you had a very nice weekend.
Yes, it's been a great weekend actually. Spent mostly at the beach, so that was fun.
Ooh, good for some. That's good. Well,
I think all the listeners should come to Cyprus.
Oh yeah, we're going to form a community there. You know, we'll be coming to Cyprus pretty soon. Yes.
Absolutely.
Wow, listeners, that is HRH Linda PALLIEN, your chair, Linda. She brings you the Career 101 program. So let's go back to her, Linda. So what are we looking at today, please?
Okay, so today we're going to talk about employees behaving like entrepreneurs within their workplace.
Employees behaving
like entrepreneurs within the workplace.
Okay.
And actually 5 key points that would make anybody shine within the workplace. But just before we go into that, I just want to talk about, to throw this idea out there. And if there's anyone listening who's done this, then I encourage you to phone in, message in, and share some of the entrepreneurial things that you put in place as an employee. Can you hear me? I think there's an echo.
That's slightly. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay. Yes, go on. Let me see.
So today we're going to talk about the 5 elements in Daniel Priestley's book, Key Person of Influence. How to become successful in your field, whatever field you've chosen to work in. How to become successful. 5 key elements in the field. The 5 P's.
The 5 P's.
The 5 P's.
Okay.
And then I'm going to show you how to implement it as an employee. Within your workplace and just as an independent person, so that you're not dependent on any one particular employer, and you're able to sell yourself effectively to anyone that you meet.
Okay. All right. Good. So now let's start with how to become a successful business person or an entrepreneur. The 5 P's.
The 5 P's. So the first thing is pitch. Pitch. A lot of people don't know what value they offer to the company or anybody for that matter. So the common question is, what do you do? And as many times as you ask what do you do to someone, they'll give you 10 different answers. Well, I work in marketing, or well, I sell this, or well, and they always define what their job title is as what they do, rather than the value actually that they offer to services. And experience has showed us that the most successful people, entrepreneurs, have the same pitch that they have over and over again. It's the same pitch they give to everyone, but it's a pitch that nails the value that they provide to any business or any entity.
Okay.
So what we need to do as individuals and employees is to actually use that same formula. Know what your pitch is. When you go to an interview, when you go for a promotion, know what your pitch is, what value are you offering, what makes you different to any of the other promotion candidates.
Okay.
So everyone needs to have a pitch. Learn it, memorize it, so it doesn't even sound rehearsed. That when someone says, what do you do, or what do you offer, you can confidently and clearly communicate the value that you bring.
Okay.
The second thing is publish content. The second P. So we've done pitch, publish content. Publish content, especially everywhere. Tell everyone what you offer, the industry that you're in, what you're really interested in. Put your CV everywhere, put your expertise everywhere. don't just leave it to this secretive CV document that only comes out when you're looking for a job. You still with me?
Yeah, I am with you.
Yep. Your content and your value proposition needs to be everywhere and available so that people can find you. So you're now attracting opportunities to you rather than you going out and seeking opportunities all the time. Headhunters are coming to you rather than the other way around. So publish your content everywhere. The third P, build a product ecosystem around you. And this is what entrepreneurs do, successful entrepreneurs. I'm not talking about wannabe entrepreneurs. Successful entrepreneurs do. So if you want to be successful in your field as an individual, this is what you need to do. And it's not limited to entrepreneurs, people that own their own business. You own your own services, you own your own value, and at any given point, you should be communicating that value. So create a product ecosystem means publish white papers, magazine articles, give speeches on your area of expertise as well. But online courses, create an online course or a YouTube video that explains how someone can do something easily and position yourself as an expert in that field. You then pitch, publish content, product ecosystem. The fourth P would be profile. Create an outstanding profile. A lot of us don't have profiles. Again, when someone asks you, what do? You say, oh, I work for, or I do this, and that's it. You know, you're limited to your job description. And we know that we're all dynamic human beings, and there's a lot more to us. And a lot of us do a lot more than just our jobs. You might have an offering, volunteering. You need that profile to be there readily available. And it's not just your LinkedIn and conversations with people that have got LinkedIn, but what Daniel Peasley says is you are who Google says you are.
I get you.
So even if you've managed to convince someone successfully in a networking to work with you, on their way home, they're going to type your name into Google just to find out
who you are.
And what they find might either support what they say about you, create doubt in what the impression they got about you, if they thought you were great. And there's nothing on Google about you, they're going to say, oh, this person seems a bit new, or there's nothing about them. Maybe I should find out more. And that creates doubt on that relationship that you worked really hard in the networking to build. So you have to make sure you've got a congruent profile that people can search about. And the last thing is partnerships, creating win-win partnerships. And last week on the show, I spoke about this, finding people that complement your services, or people that will be your champions and your cheerleaders that are going to talk about you. And an interesting example of this is networking. So when I was teaching networking, I used to say to people that were afraid of networking, go with a partner, right? You do your pitch to your partner does your pitch before you go. So, and most of us find it easier to tell other people than we do ourselves. So, whilst your partner works on you and you work on them, and also creates credibility. So your partner goes, oh, well, what do you do? Oh, I'm looking for, let's say, a career advisor. Oh, have you met my cheerleader? You really need to talk to her. She's the best of it. And your partner can tell you a lot more than you can. So when that prospect comes to you, they're already halfway there. They're convinced because your partner's done a great job of selling you, and vice versa.
Interesting.
So this is an example of partnerships that you can do as an individual. When we're talking about big companies, mergers and acquisitions, there's things that you can do as an individual to boost your profile within a company.
Okay. Interesting. Listen, just a minute, please. Listeners, this is Starr Radio UK, 12:55 the time, and that means that we have Linda PALLIEN with us, HRH, my chair and your chair, Linda. Today we're having a look at the 5 P's that will make you become a successful what business person or entrepreneur. And first of all, we talk about pitch. We talk about publishing, the content, and then the product ecosystem, the profile, and partnership. And that is where we are. But she's bringing you a lot more. Just stay tuned. Don't touch the dial. Linda, over to you.
I see you summarized it brilliantly. I want to hear from many listeners that are listening right now who've done any or some of these and what your next steps are to implement these. As you said, pitch, publishing content, creating a product ecosystem around you, having a great profile. Again, just remember you are who Google says you are.
Yeah.
We believe what Google says, even though we know that anybody can write it. That's still relevant for anyone. And of course, partnership is the last one.
Okay. Now, on the profile bit, you go to some people's profile, the thing that they put there, you know that there's not some alibi of doubt in there, but they put it there to boost their image, their profile, and you think, oh, so somebody listening to us thinks that, do I do that? And how is that? If later on somebody find out maybe some of the information that I put there is not true, I mean, it affects me. But you say we should build a nice profile. What should somebody do?
It's definitely not advisable to lie on your profile because you will get found out. And once that first impression or that trust is gone, it's a lot difficult to rebuild it. So definitely don't lie. But there are ways to enhance the skills you've already got.
Okay.
And this is where you need a coach to help you do that, to help you articulate those transferable skills into marketable skills. Because sometimes we've done a lot of things, but because they come second nature to us, you're not able to elaborate it or use the industry-specific terminology as well as it would be received well and to make you an expert. So a good tip actually to do this is to look at a job description of your manager's job description and look at the things that they've specified and some of the things that match the tasks that you already do. And then you're able to pick those words and summarize it in that way and then bring it into your profile. So if, for example, in the job description that says management and leadership of a team or writing a proposal for or bidding for a contract, you may do that. You might prepare the document and give it to your manager. So your name isn't actually on the document, but actually in reality, you're the one creating the bid or preparing the tender. You're the one liaising with the stakeholders. So then you can include those in your job profile. Which you normally wouldn't do because now it's not part of your current job description. But once you say you do it, next time when you apply for a job, you can back it up. So that's a good tip to enhance your profile without lying.
Wow. Listeners, Starr Radio UK, your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London, Carrier 101 with HRH Linda PALLIEN. Now, if you want to join us, you have any questions to ask whilst the program is going on, you can call us on 0208-133-2257 or 58. It doesn't matter where you are on the planet. You can also text or WhatsApp at 0753966174. 0753966174. If you're in US or Canada, it is 001-718-303-2737. You can also email us. It's info@starradiouk.com or at Starr. Our Twitter handle is at Starr Radio UK. Make sure you get in touch. But before the program ends, Linda will be putting her details there because who best to be your chair than the chair Linda herself? You just stay tuned. So, Linda, now let's go to the employees behaving like what do you call them? Entrepreneurs themselves. Yes.
Yeah. Definitely, the difference between an employee and an entrepreneur in reality is that an entrepreneur owns the business and an employee gets paid by someone else. But otherwise, the job function isn't any different. So I think the more people take responsibility on creating and shaping their professional experience, the higher they climb, the faster they get promoted. So I think everyone should do that. I mean, pertinent if you want to progress in your job. You need to start seeing the business like as if it were your own, or the team as if it were yours, and then you can proceed it that way.
But don't you think that at times there are some people who, by trying to, play that role, though they know that they are employees, they are not the entrepreneurs or the owners of the job, trying to maybe do a bit extra. Some people in the company see these people to be what?
Job sweat.
Yeah.
Yes, it's definitely a real risk that you run doing that, but you're not. The goal of it isn't to fit in. You're trying to get promoted faster or get more money.
Okay.
So it doesn't really matter what other losers in the company think of you, as long as you're getting recognized by the right people.
That's right. Then I think that then you have to pick your timings right. When you know that the bosses are in that day, hey, you need to do overtime, side time.
You have to be consistent, not just pretend. You'll get found out quickly. You have to be consistent.
Okay. There any other stuff, please?
No, that's it. There's a whole lot of this on my website, so you can find out at www.mycheerlinda.com, or you can follow me on social media at mycheerlinda. Mycheerlinda, like my cheerleader.
Yes.
Bet Linda.
My cheerleader, Linda. Okay. All right then. Okay, so before we go, we want to say thank you very much for another wonderful time with you. We look forward always every Monday from 12:45 when you're going to be coming with the Career 101 program. But if you are listening to us and you have need, or if you think that you got your CVs right, I know a few people that I spoke to over the weekend talking about their CV. I was like, you know what? I've got a person who can do that for you. So if you are listening to me this afternoon, that is my cheerleader. She will be your cheerleader. Make sure you get in touch with her. Linda, please, once again, the contact details so that we can go, please.
Yeah. First of all, thank you for having me on the show. Contact details, you can find me at my cheerleader on all social media, pretty much, Instagram, Facebook, and my website is www.mycheerleader.com. So feel free to get in contact if you resonated with any of the things I've spoken about and want to get involved in progressing in your career.
Wow. Linda, have a wonderful day and enjoy the rest of your week.
Thank you. You too.
All right then. Bye-bye.
See you soon. Bye.
Well, listeners, that was HRH Linda PALLIEN all the way from Cyprus, bringing you no other discussion but the Career 101 program, and it was a pleasure once again having her. Really, next week she'll be coming your way. Next Monday is a bank holiday. We'll see whether we're having a party, but whatever it is, we'll let you know. But it is Starr Radio UK. Thanks once again for tuning in to listen to us today. It's been a pleasure coming your way. It is now gone 4 minutes past the top of the hour. That means I'm bringing the program to a close for this afternoon. Wherever you are, don't touch the dial. Like I said earlier on, at 5 o'clock exactly, no other person but Regina Aban and Lady Caroline will be coming your way with the On Point program, and that'll be followed suit by the Mindset program with Tony Williams. And then at 10 o'clock exactly, then the music will be flowing like no man's business with the one and only maestro himself, Dave West, bringing you the Conscious Reggae Time from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. From 10 p.m. to 4 a.m. on Tuesday. Enjoy yourself and have a blessed day. It's been me, the one and only Archie, saying have a top of the day. Bye-bye for now.
You can't always be in control of what happens on the road, but you can control the tires you ride on. Thanks to Champon Tires, in testing condition, you are guaranteed of traction and grip, be it new or partly worn tire. Champon Tires are the largest import and exporters of tires in the UK. Locate us all over the UK. For Wakefield, contact us on 01924 262 043. Selby, Rotherham, Hull, and Birmingham, contact us on 01709 380 615. Or you can visit us at www.champontires.co.uk. Champon Tires. Safe when new, safe when partly worn.
Hello, good people. I'm back again, and this time it's about Mama's Choice Fufu Mix. It comes in 2 flavors, and it contains essential minerals and vitamins. It's gluten-free. You can grab one from the nearest Afro-Caribbean shop or the corner shop next to you. Insist it's Mama's Choice. It's certified by both the US and the UK Food Standard Boards. Grab one for yourself today. Mama's Choice. Baby Sir Charlie.
Belembe by Bessa Simons. Enjoy and have a wonderful day. Bye bye. It's me, the one and only Archie, saying stay blessed.
Thanks for listening. Thanks for listening. Thanks for listening.
Belembe.